How's it going, guys? Matt at Middleton Motorsports here, and this is another episode of Behind the Tune. So we got a 2020 GT500 up on the dyno today, and we just completed our MM800 package on this. So this is our MM800R. So we did a couple engine modifications and the R for our road race suspension modification. So we can step up here on the dyno and take a look at what we got going on. Sorry about the noise in the background. We got middle of the day shops rolling. So 800 package. Basically, that consists of a JLT cold air. We use the VMP, and I've talked about this before on our channel, the VMP Apex Predator lid and intercooler. And we also, on this car, we do 2-inch headers, American Racing 2-inch headers with their X-Pipe system, their 3-inch X-Pipe system. And this car, we got stock mufflers on it. So still really good sound with the stock mufflers. So this car also has, I should also mention, 2.95 upper pulley. Pump gas in this car though, so we're stock injectors, stock fuel rails. It's got a couple other little tasteful mods like the Mishimoto coolant tank, and yeah, I mean that pretty much rounds it out. Oh, thermostat too. We put a low temp thermostat in these cars, but that pretty much rounds it out from under the hood. So I talked about before our package. We do toe links, camber arms, differential lockout, and cradle lockout on these, and that helps road racing, helps stabilize the rear end and for cornering and adds some stability to the car. So we just got done getting this thing all dialed in, making some pretty good power. So you can see we call this our 800 package, and where we're talking in our package is 7, 8, 900. We talk rear wheel horsepower. So these cars come in about 670-ish to the tire stock, and so you can see this is the final 3 runs I did, and I'll talk about this because this is behind the tune, and I'll talk about kind of how I go through my process. So the higher number, the 835, I was pushing the timing hard. I was basically running that thing right to the limit into the knock sensors, and you can see it made a higher number. But basically how these systems work, these HDFX systems work on these cars, is you flash a tune in, everything gets reset, all the learned timing parameters get reset, and it'll make a really big number. When you command a bunch of timing, it'll make a big number. The computer will put the timing in it, and the knock sensors will start to pick that timing up and start to pull it out. But for a single dyno pull, it won't pull enough out to basically pull a bunch of power out. But as you do more and more runs, the HDFX system starts learning that knock, and it starts pulling that timing down, and you end up with the lower power. So, and I'll say this, a lot of shops will give you that higher number, but we're just realistic about it. Road race car, we want it to be safe. So I will kind of watch what the knock sensors are doing, and then I'll pull the timing back out of the tune. So basically the knock sensors are flat. They're not trimming any timing down. If anything, they'll maybe add a little bit of timing here and there. I'll try to run it right at 0. So the knock sensors aren't trying to add and subtract large amounts. So you can see we ended up, I pulled a degree and a half of timing, and we ended up with a little bit less power. But again, for road racing, that's safe. So our main concern for road race stuff is heat, and when the engine's hot, the coolant's hot, the oil's hot, the knock, especially on pump gas, the knock threshold comes down. And again, we want the cars to live summer after summer, season after season for racing. So this car, we're ending up about that 814 mark. That was our final pull there. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Curve looks really good. I smoothed it out a little bit. From the blue run, I had a little bit of the timing being pulled, and I actually took a little bit more and smoothed the tables out a little bit. So you can see our final number there. So we're gonna pull this car off, and the customer's actually coming today to pick it up, and I think he's gonna be pretty happy. So that'll wrap it up for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep checking back on our YouTube channel for more of these videos.